कितने पैसे चाहिए?
पैसा नहीं, इज्जत। मोहल्ले के चिरकुट लौंडे हरा रहे हैं फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स में। आप एक्सपर्ट हो, सिखाओ।
सिखाऊंगा तो जाने दोगे?
फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स का
असली अखाड़ा।
इस गेम में वित्तीय जोखिम के तत्व हैं और इसकी लत लग सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।
Hello and welcome to the segment of Women's Cricket Zone where we pick a special fantasy playing 11 for our fantasy Akhada. This is for the second match featuring Supernovas and Velocity. With us, we have experts Akanksha, current cricketer, Karnataka cricketer, and we have Mohit Shah, who works for Women's Cricket Zone. So let's get right to it. Akanksha, how are the teams of Velocity and Supernovas looking on paper?
Well, I think both are good. We've seen Supernovas, how they've really done on field today. They would be a very good competition for Velocity. But you can't really keep Velocity aside. They too are a pretty strong side on paper. Like I just mentioned before that Kiran and Shafali's opening partnership will be something to look out for. And they've also got a great batting as well as a bowling attack. So they are equally, they're gonna be a team who's gonna give a good fight tomorrow to Supernovas.
Fair enough. And Mohit, how would you rate the performance of Supernovas in today's game?
Yeah, I think Supernovas were extremely clinical both with the bat and with the ball. So I think if there's one word to describe their performance, it has to be clinical. And they were very good in the field as well. Like the only thing that they would want to improve on is their running between the wickets, because their two best players got run out today, and that's not something that you want to see in any form of cricket, because that's just a cheap dismissal, and especially more so when your best players are getting dismissed that way.
So let's get right to the selection of our best playing 11. So first up, we have the Wicket Keeper. Who's your pick?
I think Yastika would be a pick for me as a keeper, because also she would be someone who would be going up the order to bat as well. So I think she would be the keeper for me.
Mohit, do you have any points to add?
Yeah, I think Yastika is a great choice because she regularly does this for Baroda, where she bats it one down and also keeps wicket. And she's been in great form. We saw that in the World Cup as well as in the senior T20 trophy. So I think Yastika is a great pick and someone who should definitely be in your fantasy 11.
Okay, so with the wicket keeper chosen, let's move on to our batters. Who are your picks?
So just based on today's match and like their form over the past few weeks, the two batters that I would want to go for are both from the Supernovas. One would be Deandra Dottin, because like Akanksha said in one of the shows today, had she like continued playing, Supernovas could have even brought up 180, 190 or 200, and she's looked in really good touch both in this match as well as in the Fairtrade Invitational. So I think Deandra Dottin has to be there. And the other player who was really impressive today for the Supernovas with the bat was Harleen Deol. Like Akanksha said again, she's somebody who can play the role of finisher for India going forward. And she has that versatility where like if you lose a wicket early, she can bat at 3. If you lose a wicket very late, she can always bat lower down the order as well. So those would be my two picks for the batter slots. I'll leave the other two to Akanksha.
Like the other two would be from the Velocity team. I think with the way Shafali has been a revelation in herself for India, being the youngest batter and the most aggressive batter, also being the highest run scorer for India in the World Cup a couple of years ago. I think I really bank on her to do well because T20 is her game. She's also done very well in the domestic, which she's got over. So I think it would be Shafali and Laura. I think Laura is one player who's got the best, the best cover drive in women's international cricket. And I think she has been in a very, very good form. She's a hard hitter of the ball, and I think she's one player who I've seen from so many years who's improved a lot as a South African batter. And she's also got a lot of hundreds for her country recently, and she's been in great touch. So I think these two are, for me, going to be the other two aggressive batters in my fantasy 11.
Right, the team is shaping up really well with our wicketkeeper and batters unit settled. Let's move on to the all-rounders. Who are your picks?
Yeah, so I think there are two spots for the all-rounders. So I'll pick the pace bowling all-rounder, which I think again is a no-brainer after today. It definitely has to be Pooja Vastrakar, because she's somebody who's a gun fielder, can impact games late with the bat. And it's her bowling actually that has improved the most over the last couple of years. Like she's somebody who's had a tough time with injuries and has been in and out of the national team. But like we saw at the World Cup, her and Sneh Rana are probably the top two Indian all-rounders currently. So my pick for the all-rounder slot would be Pooja, definitely.
And I think the other one, probably I would say Harman, but Harman did not bowl today. She actually didn't. She didn't need to bowl in today's game. So I feel it could either be Harman or Deepti Sharma, because Deepti Sharma is a pure all-rounder. We've seen she will bowl probably her 4-over quota tomorrow, as well as she will get to bat. She will come probably somewhere up the order. So I think it would be either of the two. But I think I would go with maybe Deepti Sharma instead of Harman.
Right. And last but not the least, we have our bowlers. So who are the selections here?
Like we saw today, I think like the spinners had a big impact on the game today, and the pitch at Pune has traditionally been spin friendly. So I see spinners having a big role to play in tomorrow's game. So I'll go with like the two of the best left arm spinners that are going around currently in this format. So my picks would be Sophie Eccleston and Radha Yadav, because Sophie was the leading wicket taker at the World Cup, at the Fairbreak Invitational. Today also she bowled really well, 4 overs, 2 wickets for 19. And Radha Yadav is historically the most successful bowler in this tournament. So she really enjoys playing this format as well as this tournament. So yeah, those would be my 2 picks for the bowling slots.
So the other two would be one is Alana King. I think Alana King did a really good job today for the Supernovas. Though she went for a few runs in the beginning, but she really did come back well. And leg spinners is a kind of a bowler who will either get you wickets or will go for runs. That is how they are. But I think she did a really good job today. But I think the other bowler either would be Kate Cross or Ayabonga Khaka for me, because I think Khaka is a wicket taker. She bowls really well with an old ball as well as with the new ball. She's a gifted bowler who the kind of bowling that she has, I think very few in international cricket can actually bowl like her and read the way her in-swingers are really lethal and deadly. It's very tough to play her. So for me, it could either be Kate Cross. Kate Cross also we've seen as a kind of a bowler who is also very difficult to play. She has, though she probably debuted for England pretty late, but I think with the kind of bowling that she has, she is in the team and she's played for the country mainly because of bowling. So she equally is a strong contender, but I'm just a little confused between her or Khaka, because both of them are exceptional bowlers. I think maybe I would in tomorrow's match, I might go with Kate Cross, and probably the next velocity match I'll go for Khaka, but both of them are equally good.
Fair enough. That does look like a very good playing 11 on paper. So any thoughts or looking forward to tomorrow's game, experts?
Yeah, I think we need to pick a captain and vice captain as well for the teams. So I'll leave that to Akanksha, because she's a cricketer who's played a lot of cricket for Karnataka and has been in leadership roles. So yeah, Akanksha, your picks for the captain and vice captain for this game.
I think going with today's performance, and I think probably Dottin could be the captain, I guess, if she continues to be in the form that she is. And I think you can choose the vice captain that you want to. I'll probably leave that to you. I've chosen my captain. I hope she does well tomorrow.
Yeah, I think Dottin's a great choice, because any team she plays for, I think she's a leader, because like we saw in the World Cup, she just took the ball and bowled that final over against New Zealand when there were other specialist bowlers who had overs remaining. So yeah, I'd like to agree with Akanksha that Dottin's probably a good pick.
Also, she's a fantastic fielder, so you get points for your catches as well.
Correct. Definitely. So yeah, the vice captain that I'd like to pick is probably Sophie Eccleston, because I think she'll be a future captain for England. And again, she's one player who shows a lot of leadership with her actions on the field, and her batting again has improved a lot in the last 12 months or so. We've seen her make decisive contributions for any team that she plays for. So yeah, I think Sophie Eccleston's a good choice for vice captain.
This does absolutely look like a dynamic playing 11 on paper, but tomorrow's match is going to be nothing short of an amazing encounter too. So looking forward to it, experts?
Yeah, definitely. I think with the way it went today, I hope tomorrow we'll have a little more closer game than as compared to today. But I think it's going to be great. I think Supernovas will definitely want to look for a win, and Velocity would want their first win too. They would want to win the cup for the first time as well. They haven't won a T20 challenge till now, but I'm sure they'd be eyeing that. They look like a pretty solid team. And I'm pretty excited to watch the game tomorrow, and that too it's in the afternoon, so it'll be quite good.
Right. And with that, we draw curtains on this segment. Thank you so much, experts, for your insightful picks for tomorrow's game. I'm sure our viewers will also resonate, with a similar sentiment, and this will definitely aid their selection. The viewers can feel free to put their selections in the comment section. And that's all from us for now. Take care and keep supporting Women's Cricket Zone as we provide you with the latest updates on everything in women's cricket.
मारती जी, फैंटेसी अखाड़ा में विदेश जाने का भी चांस है। अब सुनो, हम आपको जाने देंगे। इतना सिखा दीजिए कि हम फौरन कैसे जाएंगे।
फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स का
असली अखाड़ा।
इस गेम में वित्तीय जोखिम के तत्व हैं और इसकी लत लग सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।